I present to you Craftoria. Yes, a new mod pack that is just released for 121.1, and in this mod pack version, boy, we have a lot of new toys to play with, and this is going to be kind of a fun experience as I want to use this mod pack, yes, this one right here, as a way to test out, well, mostly just dire things, and also the new textures and all that fun stuff with applied logistics, but I want to use it to kind of explore some of these new mods, also new things like EMI, and a ton of other new features that are exclusive at the moment to this new version. Now, for the most part, I am very familiar with a lot of the mods that are in here because there's still in this mod pack a lot of the favorites that I know and love. So now, without further ado, I think it's time to punch wood. Yes, the first task that we need to do, and it kind of lets me show that we have Vein Miner in here, which is going to be very helpful, allowing us to do one of the best things early game, and that is find an ocean and get to looting. So I'm going to go ahead and make a boat, and I have to say, in the recent versions of Minecraft, this has to be one of the fastest ways to get a good amount of loot, including diamonds, early game. And even more so in modded Minecraft, where you have tons of custom structures. Like, there should be a chest right here that I should be able to grab and loot. Oh, goodness. Yeah, there's emeralds right off the bat. Not only did we find emeralds, but a buried treasure map. So, right off the bat, we definitely are going to find ourselves a good supply of iron. And compressed iron from Pneumaticraft, which is in here, by the way, that's going to be a pretty good starting chest piece. Now let's get to finding this buried treasure, as I have a feeling that there's going to be some good loot in it. Now, if you're interested in this seed, I will have the seed listed down in the description below. So definitely be sure to grab that if you want to use this world seed for your own. Also, while you're down there checking it out, you should also check out the links to the Discord. We do have a Discord, and I'd love for you to join the Discord. And also, might as well click that subscribe button while you're at it if you're new here. As I'm walking through here, I'm noticing there's some straggling villagers here. Let's hop on. I'm sorry, bud. I just, don't mind me. Iron right off the bat. And a fishing rod with soulbound. I'll also take that string. And there's another huge ship. I don't have no idea what's going on over here other than, is it villagers? This has to be a villager, right? Is this called a convoy of ships? Is that what you would call a grouping of ships? A convoy? Hopefully they're friendly. Yeah, they look fairly friendly. I have treasure. I'm gonna put this in my pocket so they don't see that I have that. I don't want them trying anything fishy. All right, let me hop up here. There we go. Beautiful. Awesome. By the way, if you're wondering what shaders I am currently using, I can go ahead and show you right here. Complementary Unbound. It's actually ships with the mod pack, with just a few minor tweaks. Don't really change too much other than the fact that I have pixelated shadows, which I do prefer. Look at that, we're already getting emeralds right off the bat. Tons of coal. Oh, we're gonna have a great start to this. Not only that, we found another buried treasure map. This is ID 0, this is ID 1, so yeah, we are definitely off. Looking pretty darn good here. Oh, and we found our first relic. Okay. So interesting. This is a pretty cool mod, by the way, and this is my first time using it. +1 experience points for each second of acceleration from the fin's ability. +1 experience point for every second of acceleration from the slipping ability. Okay, so you have fins, slipping, and gills. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Gills actually would be way better. Chance of activation grants the player the ability to not consume air while underwater. So is this gear that we can actually level up? Because if so, that sounds amazing. Now, luckily we found this village, so there should be a bed laying around that we can kind of nab. But you may have noticed that quest toast up in the top, and that's because there is an extensive questing guidebook in here for just about every mod that I seen was in the pack, which is really, really great. Now, we should definitely take a look at the Welcome to the Craftoria first quest line. It says build your journey, and it says right here, a world where the only limit is your imagination. Explore the depths of caves or the heights of skies. Build machines to do tasks for you, or invent a new magic spell. Those are all kinds of cool things to do. Discover new dimensions or the species that inhabit each biome. It says the course of this world lies solely in your hands. Where will you bring it? Now, don't let this fool you. This mod pack does kind of have an in-game kind of quest system where your goal is to complete each of the chapters for these mods. But outside of that, it's for the most part seeming to be kind of a kitchen sink mod pack where you can kind of do your own thing, generate your own resources at your own will, just determining basically what you have to work on. Is solely up to you. Now, it is currently nighttime out, very, very dark out, but I do want to go ahead and place down a crafting table, and we can build ourselves a backpack, I think, right from the start. There's bound to be leather in here. Also, are those rabbits? Those are literally rabbits. That's hilarious. Also, there's a leather belt here. +1 experience point for each experience gained by equipped charms. Load capacity increases the number of slots for equipping relics. That's definitely something worth grabbing. I'm out here though. I'm trying to get a crafting table set up, and we almost have enough leather. Now the chests that are back here have a lot of good stuff like compressed iron, golden apples, music discs from Ars Nouveau. Oh, there's so much good stuff right off the bat. So much iron. Okay, there's a vortex cannon. Yes, pneumatic craft is also in here, something to kind of keep note of. And these villages are filled with relics. There's a roller skate. Okay. And this one gives you acceleration, increases the movement speed depending on its duration. All blocks become slippery for the wearer. Oh, that's kind of cool as well. And look at that. We got some more pants. Another one, the Hunter Belt, which was just right beside this. And this one gives you a couple different things. You have training or load capacity, increases the maximum number of slots for equipable relics. Okay. Similar to the other one, increases the damage inflicted by the wearer's pets. Okay, that's kind of cool as well. And I'm wondering how these all stack and apply. Ooh, there's a water bucket. There's just so much food, so much stuff for us to keep track of. I'm trying to find leather though, so we can make ourselves a backpack. Ooh, we have some leather boots here. I think we actually have enough stuff to make a cutting board. And with a cutting board, oh yes, with a cutting board we can 100% recover some leather. All we need for this is some of our iron, and we'll craft up some shears, and we should be able to place, yes, the leather on there. And voila, there's enough, I think, to make a backpack. Beautiful. And so now we have our first starting backpack, and I think we can already go ahead and upgrade it into an iron backpack. We don't have the gold just yet, but we do have a backpack, and that's a lot more space for us. Now, it seems like here, as of late, it is so much better to explore and find structures such as these that are filled to the brim with loot than it is to actually go mining. I mean, who just wants to stand there for your first few minutes in the game just mining forever? Not me. Now, this food is going to be pretty important to us, by the way. We are going to want to grab as much of the food as possible, especially now that we have the storage. And that's because you might notice it says autumn, spring, winter, summer. And that is because we have serene seasons in here, where over the course of my playthrough, the seasons will inevitably change. But believe me, you don't actually have to worry about this too much, because all of these seasons, for example, where you see this, you can actually set up farms that don't require it to actually be these particular times of the year. So if that's something that kind of worries you, I wouldn't worry about it too much, because honestly, it's not that big of a deal. It just requires you to put glass above your crop. Also, while I'm here, I probably shouldn't forget that all of these sails are made of wood, or wool, I mean, and yeah, I could always use some wool. Now, looting a bit more, this is pretty cool. Codex entry teaches a random glyph from Ars. That could be very useful. I also want to grab the arcane essence, grab our music disc. Very, very nice here. Now, what glyph will this teach us? So we just learned filter fiery. So it's going to teach us any tier 1 glyph. That's pretty cool, and kind of saves the headache and tediousness. That way we can just explore instead of sitting down and needing to worry about that technically. I like that. Now, I was just about to leave this area and go explore my treasure maps, but yeah, I would have just glossed right over this. This is an infinity ham? Okay, +1 experience point for each piece eaten from the ability. We get regeneration. Okay, it gives us regeneration, but I don't know what this is. Okay, so it has to be level 5 before we can know. Okay, the relic consumes one of the regeneration charges, replenishes the hunger of the wearer. Okay, that's going to be pretty cool. And I have a feeling all of these things are going to really promote some sort of experience farm from within this mod. Here's also, this is from Artifacts. This is another kind of boost mod. This is really, really nice to find in a village, because when wearing this, you actually get granted like discounts on the villagers. Notice right here, it's now 9 instead of 10. Oh, that is actually really, really useful. Now, after all of that hunting, looks pretty darn nice. All of this stuff sort of built up here. By the way, this, like, is it just regrowing? And it means we can eat it? And we just ate a chunk of it? I'm going to have to keep an eye on that, because it does look like it does dynamically change in your inventory. The infinity ham. Oh man, so good. We'll never have to attack a pig ever. Also, this hat is also really funny looking. Yeah, it just kind of overrides. We can actually disable these by clicking these little toggles right here, which is another kind of cool thing you can do. Now, I think we could have an entire episode just going over all of these new structures. These are going to be so worth finding. This is an Ars structure, judging by the tree, of course. It's an ancient gateway. And inside here, oh, we find these codex entries. These are for tier 1 glyphs. Oh, this is going to be so nice. And we get this, we get all the source stone right off the bat. And an explorer's warp scroll. Okay, an ancient warp scroll that is filled to the brim with unstable magic. And it says right here, throw into a frame. Oh, throw it into the frame of the ruined portal. Oh. So it's like, it's a portal that teleports us here, but we don't know where it's going to go. Into a ruined, warped portal. Or just press right button to teleport immediately. Oh, I'm kind of scared to do that. Like, where could it take us? I mean, we should be able to do /spawn, I think, to get back to spawn. And do we have set home? Ooh, we do have set home. So we could possibly do that as well. Ooh, I want to actually save this, but I do want to learn these. So we just learned amplify. We learned filter summon, toss, and woolulu. What is woolulu? I have the mini map, by the way, toggled on, and you can see in the top right, something underneath me, oh goodness, is going to need to be explored in the future. I am not prepared for going underwater that deep. So on the map here, we are almost there. It's probably going to be right here over in the corner. So a simple walk right over here, and then, well, a nice little check on our chunk values here to find the 9,9 coordinate. And of course, this works so well in Java, but does not work well in the Bedrock version. So unfortunate to the Bedrock players. It should be right here, right at this block location, and a couple of blocks possibly broken down. And I have not made a shovel yet, but there it is. So we now should, yes, get diamonds. This is so good. Like I said, this has to be one of the best early game methods for getting some diamonds, like without needing to go down and mine for them. Now it looks like both of these maps, even though they're ID'd differently, well, they both led to the same location. So the things that I typically tend to do if that happens is I go back to that chest and these just get stored inside. There's another structure over here that I would also like to explore. I don't know exactly what mod this is from. It looks familiar. It kind of looks like an apotheosis, but I don't know if apotheosis is in here. There's beehives. Oh, is this a structure that the Bumblezone adds now? Oh, this is an adorable bed. It has a campfire, like all of the stuff set up for, oh, and there's honey. Oh, how nice is this? This is definitely a Bumblezone related structure. And this is pretty neat. A bottle of honey. This could become kind of useful because I know some mods almost seem like they gate things exclusively around bees sometimes. So yeah, an enchanted golden apple, also a bow. I'm kind of going to nab that bow. My inventory's getting kind of full, and that means I probably should start working my way to finding a location to kind of settle down, at least for a little while. But I did notice a ship right over here that was located on the minimap, and it might have another map in it. It's very possible, very, very possible. looks like right behind this wall, and I will make some tools very soon. It did have another map, but this is ID2. Oh, and it is a new location. Oh, that is going to be perfect. And the potential. We got a poison spray. That is from Iron Spells and Spellbooks, which is cool that that's in here. This means that this chest probably isn't the greatest thing in the world. Yeah, just sort of filled with random junk. There's no way. This is ours as well? Okay, there's so much exploration to be done today. You know what? So far, I'm really enjoying this. Like, look at the driftwood that's kind of washed up on the beach. Oh, it's got some iron and bread in it. And like I said, the food I'm going to want as much of as possible, because I think early game crafting some of this stuff or being able to produce like a good amount of wheat once it turns into fall and winter is going to be a little bit more challenging than just planting your crops normally. Oh goodness, I think this map is literally leading to the exact same one that we just looted. Of course it is. That's how close it is. I thought the map would have been filled out though in that location. Now, as I head back to this awesome looking Ars tower, I do want to open up my quest book because we do have a few things that we have completed so far, and we actually get some rewards. So we got some silver ingots there, and then under the relics, it looks like we get some XP gems, which is nice. So grants us a little bit of XP that we can give ourselves to hopefully level these things up. And also I could click this button in the top right hand corner that will accept everything, but I typically like to see what I'm getting as a reward for completing a lot of these tasks. Oh, and by the way, I went ahead and made another backpack as well because I was running out of space. But I think if you make more than like 2 or 3 backpacks, I know there is an over encumbered sort of effect that can happen if you fill your entire, well, inventory with backpacks. Oh, this is looking pretty cool. Now, I don't know if there's a door that we access or we just break through, or do we just pillar up? Because I don't see a direct way to get up here. I should go ahead and make a pickaxe because I noticed on the front here, this little piece of cobblestone just seems out of place. But maybe I'm wrong here? No, I think this is something that I definitely have to bridge up to. Or if I had Ars unlocked, it would be really easy to just get up here. This could also, though, be one of the locations that kind of warp scroll would have teleported me to. I have no idea yet. I'm still too scared to use that scroll. Thankfully, though, we do have a ton of wool, so bridging up, not too hard. Almost there, and perfect. There is something here. A warp nexus. Oh, interesting. Okay. So what does a warp nexus do? You don't have any warp destinations available. Press left shift to save the warp scroll. So is this something that you would just be able to right click? Okay. Or did I absolutely break it by clicking the center point? Oh no, you could shift right click to insert inside, and then you right click. Oh. And it teleports me there, or it's supposed to. I have no idea what it's doing right now. Okay, there was a little bit of lag, and it did teleport me there. But it teleported me there, if that makes any sense. Like, I think I rebound it, and it ended up teleporting me somewhere different. Like, somewhere way different. You know what? I think it's not lagging. I think it's meant to allow you to place multiple scrolls of different locations into them, and then it pulls up a GUI that lets you select them, I think. But in this case, I only put one in because if I do have this inside here, and I right-click it, and then I just click, it teleports me. Notice it did that. And same happens here. That's kind of cool. Can we rebind these? Are these warp scrolls that allow us to rebind? They do not. Okay. So yeah, I accidentally took the one that was in here and bound it to something else. You know what? With that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and activate this one and see where it actually takes us. It should build a portal, I think. Oh no, it just teleported me to the middle of the ocean to a ship. Interesting. Honestly, it didn't teleport me much further away from the original place where I found it. Now, as I'm exploring, I do want to mention something that I am super excited about in this pack. And that is, oh, the biomes we've gone. The revival. Oh man, I really missed this mod over the last couple of Minecraft updates. and was one of my favorite mods from like 1.16. I think it was also in 1.18 if I remember correctly, but one of my favorite biome mods. And then after that, of course, Regions Unexplored has become one of my top favorites. But this one is still really, really beautiful and adds tons of really cool fantasy Minecraft-esque biomes, I would have to say. Absolutely amazing. So while exploring the ocean, another structure that I don't think I've ever seen before, kind of like a watchtower, but aha, there are chests. Uh-oh. I just got hit with slowness. I don't like that. There's an archer down there? Who decided to let an archer down there? Okay, I've gotten the archer out. Good, 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 good. The archer's out. Is there good loot in here? We are fairly protected with our gear. I just can't breathe very well. Now, taking a look at the loot we got, we did get some gold, which is pretty good. It'll allow us to upgrade our backpack, which will allow us to loot even more early game. Very, very good. And I finally got myself an axe. Now, surprisingly, the book that we got is called Knowledge of the Ages, and this is an incredibly powerful, and I mean powerful, enchant for getting experience from mob farms, as it converts the things that they would drop into experience, granting you even more experience from your mob farms. And since a lot of these things require experience, I think that's going to be a pretty powerful enchant for us. I mean, there's just so much to see and do. It seems like at the start of mini mod packs, this one included. Oh my gosh, we just got another necklace. We're getting drops from Ars Nouveau, which is really nice. Ooh, no way we just found the takeoff book at the start. Okay, so I've got some explaining to do about this right here. This has to be one of the nicest books you can find from Ars Nouveau. And these are very rare. I almost feel like using it would be a disservice to the start of the mod pack. But this thing gives you an elytra without an elytra at the start. Like, just a free elytra. And you can apparently find it inside of these structures. Oh, that's powerful. You know what? Call it streamer's luck, call it YouTuber's luck. I have no idea what you call it. But I don't even want to use it, to be fair. By the way, right off this seashore, I seen a starbuncle and I was like, oh, I have some gold nuggets. I gotta get this guy. This little fella will grab it. Oh, look at that. That is so nice. Now, we still don't have a starbuncle that we can summon, but I mean, we have the bits now from the starbuncle, and we can convert it into that as we dive into more of ours later on. This is something I recommend doing if you do have the gold and you see them around, because you'll regret not doing it when you're like, oh, I actually need these things later on. Man, finding that book, it just has my mind blown right now. I cannot believe it. There's a chance of finding it in a lot of different loot chests. This sword has looting on it, which could be useful. But I do want to grab like some of this stuff, especially like the free music discs. And make sure you grab, you're going to want to grab as much of the arcane essence as possible. That stuff becomes so it just becomes so valuable later on down the road, and you'll realize you just don't find it very often. It'll just seem like you just never have enough of it. Now, I'm noticing on the mini map here, I'm toggling it kind of on and off, but there's a waystone. Oh my gosh. The map actually shows the hidden waystones that you would typically just find just kind of laying about. Okay. And we can pick these up? Oh, that is beautiful. So now we have easy access to being able to travel all over the world. Oh, this is amazing. So all I need to do is find at least one more waystone, and we have easy travel from one location to another. And just like that, right over here is a tower. Oh, that goes a little bit in the water here too. Oh, that's a lot of nice loot, but that's another waystone. We have a waystone. The bottom of the waystones are textured. That's hilarious. But there we go. Beautiful. So we have a sandy waystone and a regular waystone. Of course, the type of waystone there doesn't really matter. Just a different kind of decoration. Oh, beautiful. I'm going to loot all this. There's also sponge. That could come in handy, actually. Lots of good loot. Now, the more I explore, the more I'm finding structures like these, and I definitely want to grab them for those codex entries. Man, okay, so we just got filter block. Very nice. Looks like there's a lot of filters. Now, this says I can toss this into this portal. Now, there would have to be a source jar, right? In order for this to work. Locating structure. Good luck. And it ignited. Does this spell work? And it did work. That's interesting. And I guess we could go ahead and see where this leads by placing down a waystone. Here. And wherever this goes. Oh boy. Oh, it doesn't even take you very far away. Is it just locating the closest structure nearby? I think that's what it's doing. And this just happened to be that structure. We'll just quickly grab whatever's in here. Oh goodness, there's actually a lot in there. Oh, I'm gonna die. No, I can't die. We should be good, we should be good, we should be good. Whew, that was so close. I definitely want to go back because in that chest was an artifact. And it's a hand artifact. And I believe it's a really good one. Come on. Yes, I'm gonna grab those. And I'll grab the ivy. Oh, I keep hitting the Z key. Whew. Okay, I can equip the fire gauntlet, and now when I punch something, it should light them on fire. Of course, it doesn't work with these mobs. But what's the ivy do? Not enough mana. Oh goodness, that looked like a huge spell. Interesting, this is actually a summon block spell. So any block that we kind of select here, I think this might work. It will turn them into an animated block. And it names it Ivy. And it does say that you can change it. But yeah, it's a little friend that will wander about and attack things for you. So now hear me out. I was looking for a base location, right? Well, how about this for a base location? This place is amazing. This has got to be one of the prettiest looking biomes I have ever seen. And not only that, it's in a warm ocean. This place looks epic. And it's actually right along the track that we were just on. We were just right here on this island. And so I just boated over here. And look at this. This is definitely going to be the place I call home. Oh, and I'm thinking this one right here looks perfect. It's even got a long section here where I could build a tower. And I can build on top of here and also utilize the inside of this. Oh, ideas are flowing. Ideas are flowing. I mean, just look at this. Oh man, okay. So the hardest decision is going to be figuring out which one do I want to call base, because there's quite a few of them and they all look really, really good. This one's not one giant clump, but I can already see base ideas just coming from this little setup here. Honestly, breathtaking. I'm just in awe of this biome. And I'm absolutely in love. Now, I think with this, it's definitely in need of us launching ourselves up and utilizing some of this Elytra technology that we just got. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. So, there's a ton of them here. And this one has an intersection of two together, which seems even cooler than the other one that I just seen. Oh, this could be beautiful. And this one's the intersection of like 4 of them together. What in the world? Now, the more I explore, the more I fall in love. Now, the tops of these are like lush cave biomes. So, pretty cool. I'm wondering what the sounds are up here, because we do have like a nice sound mod for ambience. But yeah, this I think would be perfect. Now, I think I've found the place to call home. I think this one right here is perfect, and it's just within reach to be able to bridge over to this next one, and also to be able to bridge to this one right here. And not only that, I think it has one of the best views. I mean, just looking off into the distance here is just picturesque. Absolutely beautiful. So guys, with that, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully you click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and well, I've given this video a huge thumbs up. Now, something I do want to mention, if you haven't checked it out already, join the Discord, link down in the description below, and also check me out on Twitch. I do live stream about 3 days a week, and I'd love to see you over there, so be sure to give me a follow. That is also listed down in the description below. And of course, it's now time to thank the amazing supporter of today's episode. And that huge thanks is going to go out to Nexty. Thank you so much, by the way, for your amazing support and choosing to support me over on the Discord by becoming a Discord premium member and supporting in one of the best ways possible. And this is my way of saying thank you. I love to incorporate a sign at the end of the videos for those of you who support over on the Discord. And of course, at the end of the videos, those who support on Patreon. And of course, you who support on Twitch. Thank you so very much. And of course, those all happen while I'm actively live streaming. Thank all of you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And well, as always, thanks for watching. Bye!